Hello students, today we are going to continue chapter 2 plants. In this chapter we have read reproduction of plants by seeds and different parts of the plant. Now we are going to start the topic seed dispersal. We know that flowers produce fruits and most fruits bear seeds. However, all seeds of a given plant do not germinate near their mother plants. This is because they will then have to struggle to get sufficient air, water, sunlight, and nutrients, and many of them would die. Nature therefore enables the seed to move over to other places. It does so through various agents such as air, water, animals, birds, insects, and human beings. They all help in the transfer of seeds to different places. So, the process of transfer of seeds to different places is called seed dispersal. We now read different ways of seed dispersals. First is human made ways. Humans select seeds of usual plants and sows them in the soil to get new plants. You must have seen farmers sowing seeds of different useful plants like wheat, maize, and mustard. Second way is natural ways. Plants, especially those growing in forest, use lots of natural methods to scatter their seeds. These are number 1, dispersal by wind. The seeds of madar, thistle, and dandelion get dispersed through wind. These seeds are very light, small, and have hair on them. The hair enable them to fly with the wind and get dispersed. Some plants such as dandelion have seeds that act as parachutes which are carried away by the wind. Look at these pictures of plants. Dandelion plants, these seeds are dispersed by wind. Look at this cotton plant. These seeds are very light and hair on them and they get dispersed by wind. And these are the hyptage seeds which are also dispersed means transferred by wind. Next natural way of seed dispersal is dispersal by water. Plants which are near water bodies like sea, river, lake disperse their seeds through water. Coconut, water lily, hydrilla, and lotus are example of plants which disperse their seeds through water. The seeds float on the water for some distance before being carried away. They sink into mud on the shore or on the fringes of the water body. You can see in this picture that the seed of coconut is carried away by water on the shore and a new plant starts to grow through this seed. And in this picture you can see the lotus seed is carried away by water and dispersed at other place. Next natural way is dispersal by birds, insects, and rodents. Sparrows, ants, rats, and squirrels, etc. carries fruits and grains to their burrows, nests, and other places. They drop some grains or seeds on their way. These may grow into plants in the new environment. Next is dispersal by humans and animals. Fruits which are fleshy and juicy are eaten by humans and other animals and their seeds get thrown away. Seeds of watermelon, papaya, mango, pumpkin and gourd often get dispersed by this method. These seeds can grow into new plants under suitable and favorable conditions. Many plants like castor, burdock, cocklebur, and mimosa depend on animals, including humans, to carry their seeds away from their parent plants. Their fruits are thorny or have hooks on them. They get stuck to the clothes of humans or skin and fur of animals. They get carried to different places where they fall down and grow into new plants. Next way is dispersal through cracking and bursting. Some fruits cracks and burst on ripening and scatter their seeds far away from the parent plant. You can see in these pictures that fruits are burst on ripening and they scatter their seeds far away from their parent plant. These may grow into new plants. Seeds of pea, ladyfinger, bean and balsam get dispersed by this method. Now you can understand why and how plants grow at all places. The dispersal of seeds plays an important role in increasing the number of plants all over the earth. So this was all about chapter 2. Read this chapter again yourself and try to do back exercise of this chapter. Thank you.